everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Justin and I like motorbikes. And today I'm going to tell you why purchasing motorcycle helmets and purchasing insurance are oddly similar. Wait, please don't click off. I know what I'm talking about, or at least I'm going to try to convince you that I do. So motorcycle helmets for many of us are compulsory, meaning we need to have them. But we also don't know what we don't know. Unless you live close to a cycle gear or have a motorcycle shop close to you that has a wide range of helmets, chances are you're going to be buying yours online, much like I bought mine online, this 2022 era Klim Krios Pro that I've had now for 4 years. And because we don't know what we don't know whether or not we want a ratchet strap lock, whether or not we want a double D ring, whether or not we want a fid lock like this Klim has it. And because we don't know what we don't know, it's kind of like purchasing insurance. Insurance, at least in the States, and many parts of the developed world, is compulsory, meaning you have to have it. But if you ask 4 people what insurance company they use, you might, in theory, get 4 different answers. It might come down to they like the gecko more than the weird chick that wears aprons. It might come down they're into dudes named Jake. All of those are US related references, but if you know, you know. Do they really know if they haven't had an accident, who's going to send them a basket of fruit with a condolence letter and who's actually going to cover their claim? No. So we do the research we can, and then we buy a helmet or insurance. I'm going to stop with the insurance analogy now, metaphor, whatever, because it's gone as long as it can. So I bought this Klim Krios Pro. This is the charger. It's a carbon composite blend, I believe. It's fairly light. It is a fid lock closure design. And it's kind of a noisy helmet from my perspective. I've had mixed opinions of this helmet, but the biggest mixed opinion I have is something that I did wrong. And that's because I didn't know what I didn't know. Because I didn't measure the circumference of my head before I bought it, I thought I needed the biggest size they made. So I bought the 3XL. And the 3XL is a big helmet, and it turns out it's bigger than my head size. So I actually found something that was small on me, or big on me. Yeah, you know what I mean. That being said, because I bought it a size too big, I actually ended up even putting foam at the brow level to try to make it fit better. And I figured out ways to make it work. It's gone with me on many different adventures. It went with me to Alaska and back from the US Midwest. It's taken some aggressive dirt naps with me and my bikes. If you know, you know. And now it's time to replace it. So let me show you what I've gone with, and let me tell you why. And also, let me show you why knowing the circumference of your head is something that if you don't know, you should know. All right, so here's what I went with. This is the Leatt Adventure helmet. It's obviously made by Leatt, the same company, or Leatt, depending how you want to pronounce that. Same company that makes a lot of the neck braces and a lot of other armor that off-road motorcyclists have used for years. This is the 8.5. They come in 3 flavors currently. There's the 9.5, which is full carbon. There's this 8.5, which is composite, and there's the 7.5, which is the quote-unquote entry level and also composite. I liked the look of the Leatts as soon as I saw them, but I was nervous that I wouldn't be able to find one that fit. Turns out I was very, very wrong. We'll talk about that in a second. But the interesting thing about Leatt is everything that you get with your helmet. I didn't buy any of this stuff separately. It all came in the box. With the 8.5 and the 9.5, and I don't know about the 7.5, you get a pair of goggles along with a helmet that supports the wearing of said goggles. So I'm not a goggle person and I don't know anything about these, but they look like good quality goggles. You get both the photochromic shield, which is on the helmet currently, and you get this clear shield, again, included in the box. You don't have to buy anything extra. My Klim came with the photochromic shield, which I thought was really cool, and it turns out if you're riding out in the sun, it's great. If you're riding in the trees, it's not awesome. So I had to buy separately the clear shield for that helmet. And of course, as seems like kind of a pretty standard barrier to entry, it comes with the pin lock inserts. I went with the Leatt, and to be honest with you, I've not gotten to wear it out in anger yet. But what I will tell you is that this is by far, after having had at least 10, maybe more helmets on my head, the best fitting, most comfortable helmet I have ever worn. I bought this with my own money. This was $659, $700, whatever it was. And I can honestly say that when I put it on after receiving it, because you know, new helmet day is time for motorcyclists everywhere to be giddy, I didn't want to take it off. It fits amazingly. It fits all the curvatures of my head. It's the right size. It fits snug, but not painful. And honestly, I could leave it on all day, walk around in it and be happy. I'd be weird, but I'd be happy. What's interesting about that is that this is a 2X helmet. I thought I needed a 3X. I was nervous this helmet would be too small. When I put it on, I realized how wrong I was. Now, I will say that this time I did measure the circumference of my head. I know what diameter my noggin is. If you're unaware, the measurement you're supposed to take is right above your eyebrows, over the tops of your ears, and around the back of your head. That's the widest point for most people. And for most of us, we're going to be an intermediate oval. Obviously there are variations because we're all created differently. But for me, I knew the diameter. And so I knew that this was going to be close. I then put it on and was amazed at how well it fit. So as I said, I bought the 8.5. I looked at the 9.5, didn't really look at the 7.5, but looked at the 8.5, which again is a composite. This has a double D-ring closure, which honestly, after having ratchets and fidlock and everything else, I'm actually happy for the double D-ring. I think it's better. This has very good detents. So if you're raising and lowering your shield, you can do that. If you want to keep your shield on and wear this with goggles, obviously that fits. I'm gonna put it on for you now because that seems like something I should do. And seriously, I have never had something fit as well as this fits. All right, so for the purposes of full disclosure, that I've not worn goggles before, but let's try it. All right, that's actually really cool. It's kind of cloudy and kind of filmy because I didn't take the film off first, but honestly, this could make me a goggles person. I kind of like it. The goggles have foam on the front of them, so they're gentle on your face and the bridge of your nose. Yeah, I'm super impressed. And obviously the helmet was made for them and they fit perfectly in the insert. Plus, if you have some desire, you can put the visor down over the goggles. So especially if you're riding in driving rain or something like that, you have that 2 layers to protect you from that rain if you need to clear one and close the other, whatever. You have multiple options. All right, let's get these off. I am really impressed. I have not ever put goggles on before. I'm not an MX rider, not a dirt rider, but super comfy. This helmet though, man, seriously, I could leave it on forever. It fits perfectly. It's not too tight. It's not too loose. It touches my face. This is gonna sound weird, but it touches my face everywhere I think it should touch my face, and it's just awesome. So let's talk about a couple of the other features of this helmet. So obviously we've got the big vent up front, very easy to open and close. We've got exhaust vents here on the left and the right side. If we close this, you'll see we've got vents here above the peak. The peak is obviously toolless. You can open and close these vents up here above at the forehead. You'll see that we have exhaust vents here at the back of the helmet, down here as well. So we've got 4 here, and then we've got 1 down here at the bottom as well. Also, because I will definitely be putting a headset on this, it's got a nice flat spot they've worked out here to where you can put your headset mount. It's very cool. It has the pull tabs here with the decal stickers to tell the emergency personnel to pull here if they need to get you out of it for whatever reason. And it is also DOT and ECE 2206 certified. So it's very cool. A lot of different helmets have different ways to protect your skull. Of course, that's why we wear helmets. This has what they call their 360 turbine design. I'll bring the camera over here in just a second and show you around it, and I'll kind of point some of that out as we do that. All right, so now we're up close and personal. Let's start with the front of this Leatt 8.5. See, we've got our front vent, very tactile, very satisfying feel, easily open and close. You've got these brow vents, or these forehead vents here. Again, both very easy to open and close. Got the shield. You've got a number of different detents. The detents appear to be quality. Was one of the biggest issues with that climb, is that it seems like the detents fail after a bit and you need to take it apart which is still kind of a pain even though it's toolless, because it's not toolless, obviously tighten the detent mechanisms. And the nice thing I like about this Leatt, which the Klim didn't have, is you can actually lock down your shield. So if you're in a rain event, or if it's cold or whatever, you can lock down your shield and it's going to stay there, and it's got that little tab there so you know where you're grabbing. If we look to the side here, you see you have exhaust vents on kind of the side of the chin bar, both sides. You see it's got one thing that I like a lot about it, because I do wear comms like a lot of us do, is that it has a nice flat spot here and a little indentation, if you can see, for your comms wires, so you can install your comms nicely, your Cardo, your Sena, whatever you feel. You got this emergency use only, which has these, of course, we flip the helmet over, has these pull tabs. Ever in an event where they need to take your helmet off of you, they can pull off the liner with the head and not hopefully make a neck injury any worse. Again, there's that 360 turbine technology inside. Hard to see, I know, on the camera, but there you go. There's our double D-ring. Again, just a great place to have your head. Beautiful feeling helmet. And on the back, we have our 2 top exhaust vents, 2 lower exhaust vents. See, we have our certifications, ECE 2206 and DOT. And again, as I said, this is a 2XL. So that's a quick look around of the helmet. Let me put you back up on the stand and we'll wrap up this video. All right, so hopefully a little quick walk around of that helmet was meant to be helpful. Hopefully it is to someone. But again, I'm also very well aware this is a very expensive helmet. I know there are those that cost a lot more, and I know there are also those that are a lot cheaper. So it's still a lot of money, and I'm very well aware of that. If you learn nothing from this video, I hope you learn that to do your homework before you buy, especially if you're buying remotely and can't go try on a bunch of different helmets to get an idea of the size of your head. Again, I think I covered this in the video. In case I didn't, the proper way to measure is going to be right above your eyebrows, over the tops of your ears, and then obviously around the back of your head. I told you before, that Klim that I bought, which is a great helmet. It was a really nice helmet at the time. Having used it for a while, it's got some things that I don't like about it, but it was a really nice helmet at the time. I'm still happy I bought it. Still the most I've ever spent for a helmet, but I bought it too big, and that probably soured some of my experience with that helmet. Yeah, I think this Leatt's going to be great. I'm really excited about it, and I look forward to getting out there and riding. If you made it this far and this was helpful at all, please consider giving us a like. If you're curious what else we've got going on, including some rides, some shot videos, some reviews, and whatever else we're going to do here, consider subscribing. It's completely free, and I'll do my very best to earn your YouTube viewing time. I know that is a premium for many people. If it's conducive to ride wherever you are, please get out and do so safely. Wear a helmet. And for the rest of us, whenever it is conducive to go out and ride, hopefully we do so safely as well. And we also wear our helmets. And once again, thanks so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. And I will see you next time.